with all of these women. Ladies, look at the amount of women that are on this call right now that are so curious about not only changing their own life, but changing others and maybe, making this into a very lucrative business. I am like blown away right now. Ooh, I see Jill. I spy Jill. Hey, girl. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with all y'all. Can you ladies see this?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome. And I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your evening, out of your day, out of your lives to join Team Self-Made and just hear about our passion and why this opportunity has completely changed our lives. Before we begin, I would love for you all to put your first and last name and your email and maybe the person that invited you in the chat box, just so we can see. So we are starting to do webinars now on Zoom because Zoom is like the new thing. But we noticed there was a need to do a webinar targeting women who wanted more with their physical, mental, and financial health. And especially this time of year, times are changing, ladies, and there's even more demand and opportunity with building a business, an online business from home around your families, around other commitments, even around your career, you could do this. Yesterday, I actually read an article that said the fitness business is changing rapidly, and Beachbody is the only global leader in the virtual fitness industry. So the virtual fitness business is expected to grow $54 billion. Do you want me to say that again? $54 billion over the next 7 years. So ladies, honestly, let that sink in because now is the best time to start, to be a coach and build your business. All I know is our team, we are unstoppable. We are expanding every single day. And we would like nothing better than to do this with all of you that are listening here. Like I said, now is the time to take some massive growth. So we are super excited to share this with you. If you need to take notes, you can use the chat box if you have questions. We are an open book. We do not hold back in this business. We are unfiltered. So I also am recording this. So if there's something that you wanted to rewatch, we will have that for you. Okay, so this webinar is hosted by Team Self-Made. We are an 8-star 2021 two-time elite team ranked 101 in the network out of 450,000. And we're continuing to grow and climb to the top and are locking arms with others to join us. So let's talk about who we're looking for. I'm gonna move this little bar thing. Okay. All right, so are you a woman who wants to be home with your baby more than anything, but also wants a career, passion, and income on your own, outside of diapers and ABCs? Me. Are you burnt out at your job and is seeking fulfillment and freedom? Me too. Yes, you can have some ice cream. You love your job, but also like the idea of building a side hustle and getting paid to get in shape and build a brand on your own. You want to lose weight, tone up, or both to feel comfortable in your clothes again, but also wants to eat that French fry, cookie, pizza, or wine after your kids go to bed. Oh yeah, that is like, I'm 3 for sure. You love health, fitness, and wellness, and you're geeking out over the opportunity to get paid for her passion for helping others. I know that's Jessica right there. Like that is Jessica to the T. So if you are 1 to 2 of these that apply to you, then you would be an amazing fit to our team. Think about who you relate to the most, because like I'm a lot of these. I love eating. I do it. I love working out. I do it because it pays me, but I need that level of accountability. But we have coaches who love to work out and get paid to do what they like to do. So this is for you. And I wanted to start and tell you a little bit about what you're going to expect tonight. My computer gets really slow when I'm Zooming, so just bear with me here, ladies. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, it's not, here we go. All right, so you're gonna hear from 5 leaders on Team Self-Made. You're gonna hear about our stories, what brought us to this moment right now, what we do as coaches, how we can make it work for you, how this business can work for you, how to attract your people, like-minded people. Every single woman that is on this Zoom right now was invited, right? And you ladies, there's a reason why you were invited, because we see the potential in you. You are our people. We want you a part of this team, and we're going to show you how to do that and find your people too. We're going to talk about Coach Perks, and we're going to talk about how we earn. So as you all know, my name is Maggie Ulrich. I'm an 8-star Diamond, 2020 and 2021 Elite Coach. I am a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a former teacher. I'm an anxiety warrior, and I started coaching in January 2016. So it's almost been 5 years. I have built a successful business online that has like changed the trajectory of my entire life, my family's life, and our future. And I have helped countless women do the same. And I'm hoping that you will be our next coach to join our team, and you will have your own success and your own story as well. I'm a stay-at-home mom who gave up my career, but was looking for passion and income on my own, so I can go to Target and swipe my card and maybe do fun things for myself, but also have a healthy outlet, because I was stuck in my head so freaking much. It like drowned me. And I needed something, I needed a community of women that were just like me, because I felt so alone. And but it took time for me to find my way in my life. And 10 years as a teacher, I loved it until I didn't. And a stay-at-home mom was great, and I loved it until I didn't, because it wears off. I kind of grew out of it. I wasn't ready to go back to full-time teaching, and I thought to myself, like, what am I going to do with my life? So Beachbody fell into my lap at the right time, and I went from anxious to ambitious, and have built this business from the ground up. Is this business hard? Oh, yes, of course. But want to know what else is hard? Sitting on your couch doing nothing, sitting at your job that's not serving you or your family's life. And I've learned more about myself these past 5 years than I did when I was at home with my kids or teaching. So that is my story. And Alyssa, beautiful Alyssa, is going to share hers.
Hi guys. Okay. I have to say, I have so much energy right now. I'm like, I can't wait to talk. I need to talk now. So I'm really excited to be on this call, because what you'll learn here in a little bit is that coaches have different rankings. And so I am, I still consider myself a newbie. I just started doing this within the last 6 months, and I'm a new mom. It's kind of weird to say new mom because he's one already. So I guess he's not that new. He's been around for a little bit now. But I have a full-time job. I sell full-time for a living for a small private company out of Itasca, Illinois. So when this came to me, it's because, like a lot of salespeople, I was furloughed in 2020, and I run on commission. And I was like, okay, well, I was doing these programs in silence already. I had already used it to help lose, you can see in the photo, the majority of my baby weight. So I said, well, if I could try to get paid by doing it, I might as well try, right? And I kind of secretly wanted to, but I was afraid, and we're going to talk about that. But if you want to get on my good side, you can serve me champagne and chocolate chip cookies. And in my next life, I'm coming back as J-Lo or Beyonce, or like some like powerful, I'm like obsessed with Jesse James Tucker. So like one of those like powerhouse ladies, coming back as her for sure.
Okay.
That's my spiel. That's all I have.
I love it. Okay, Jess, you're up, lady. Can you guys see this? Okay.
Yes.
Is the
All
chat
right, my
box
name
in
is-
your way?
Oh, what's that?
Can you see the chat box?
No.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so my name is Jessica Tagliavia. I am a mom of 3 boys and 2 dogs, and I'm a hairstylist. I'm a health coach. I actually wear many hats. Um, so I'm also a yoga instructor, and I love to play capoeira, and we love watching MMA, and my boys play travel baseball. They also do jujitsu. I am like crazy, like nerdy about gut health, love manifestation and raising vibrations. So I just started coaching again with Beachbody. I guess, was it January? Was it No, I think it was December, wasn't it?
You signed up on December 31st,
December 31st.
2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a way to change the new year. So
Yeah.
that's exciting.
It is. Okay. Anne.
Hey there. Okay, so yeah, and I am a mom of 3 girls, and I have been coaching with Team Self-Made since April 2020. I'm not a stranger to coaching as well. This is actually the second time I've decided to join again. But I've been doing Beachbody workouts forever. My first program was actually Turbo Jam when it first released, 20 years ago. I'm married and we have 3 little girls. They're 9, 6, and 2. We have a 6-month-old boxer. My husband breeds snakes, so we have a lot of reptiles here. So as you can see, I kind of mentioned here that I'm an eating disorder warrior, and it's actually one of the reasons that I became a coach is because working out and healthy eating is extremely important to me because of my past. And I was diagnosed with an eating disorder at age 15, and it was bulimia, to be more specific. And for those who aren't really aware, it is a form of depression and something that once you're diagnosed with, you're never really rid of it. You're always recovering. So eating disorders are a way of control, and eventually that takes over your life instead. And so my parents actually spent a lot of time helping me as a teenager. I put my parents through a lot. I spent a lot of time talking to psychologists. I talked to a lot of dietitians, but also had to take many blood tests and heart scans because of all the interest that caused myself and psychological damage that I caused myself. So most of the time in my life, I've kind of blocked out all that stuff. And that's something I worry about for my kids. You know, having gone through something like that myself, I don't want to see having 3 girls going into their teenage years, them to have worried self-image, not.
Oh no, we lost her. And she has such a good story. Okay. Oh, Anne, are you there? Okay, you're just glitchy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
My internet is really bad tonight. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It
But
happens.
anyway, I do think a lot about love, taking care of themselves to them. I've been on a health journey for a very, very long time, and I got back into it just because having children, I was very, very apt to, you know, getting back to myself, feeling like me again after each jump, so I didn't have to worry about something like that again. And it was very hard after my 3rd daughter. It was a whole new ballpark. I was a former regional space. And we were all laid off just a couple months before I had my 3rd daughter. So that was my first experience as a stay-at-home mom. And because I was in a niche, it was a little bit difficult to find something close to home that wouldn't rock everybody's world. I did find some temporary employment during the winter time, and then quarantine hit and I was furloughed like everybody else, and decided that I needed to get back in Beachbody challenge groups because I knew what was going to happen was I was going to need support. And getting into Beachbody and coaching again has been the best experience and the best decision that I made this year. It's helped me feel like me again and helped me to reconnect with people again and come back out of my shell again. And so that's my story. I do this and I do a lot of home improvement stuff and interior design because that's my degree and that's me.
Oh, Anne, you are so brave. I love your soul. Thank you so much for sharing your heart. Wow.
Well, thanks. Sorry about the internet stuff. So hopefully this isn't going to be an issue the whole time.
It happens. It happens. Jackie.
Hello, my friends. How are we? I hope we're all doing well. I'm Jackie Phillips. I started coaching January 2020. I just had my coach anniversary, and this has like changed my entire existence. I have goosebumps right now talking about it. I did not sign up to coach. I had no desire to coach. I don't know. I just saw Maggie's cute little pony and I was like, okay, she looks cute. I want to hang out with her. And I signed up. That's all I did. I wanted to lose my depression weight. As you see, my transformation has been kind of major, but what the major transformation has been is on the inside. You know, I didn't even know that I had this power inside of me to be empowered and then empower others until I started coaching, and I'll share more about that. But I'm a lifetime diamond and a team builder, and like my jam is just inspiring others to believe in themselves. And that really kind of like Anne comes from depression. You know, being a depression warrior and taking it by the reins has changed my life. And I talk about it all the time because it has been so freeing. And it was something I didn't even know I needed, something I wasn't even, when I started Beachbody, I was like just starting to accept my depression. And now you would have never known that I was ashamed of it, because what coaching does, you guys, is it levels up your entire life. I'm a boy mom, so this connection to other females that actually inspire and care about other females is what I have been missing. So the sisterhood is what keeps me around. Teacher by day, so completely stressed with all things 2020 and 2021 like the rest of the world. But it's been really challenging. And even, you know, being a high school teacher and in the past, I love educating. I don't always love, you know, what comes with teaching and, you know, all of that red tape and blah, blah, blah. And it gets in the way. So this is a platform where I can inspire others. And from that, I wrote a freaking book. You guys, I had no desire ever to write a book. It was not on any vision board or anything. It just flowed out of my soul. And I am so proud of that. And I'm so excited to be here. And hopefully you guys get all the info you ever wanted about coaching.
Well, you need to share the title of your book.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yes, because it's good. You all need to buy it. It's so good. And
It's a short read because, you know, my
easy
ADD
to read.
brain, it could not be long.
We all can relate to it.
Thank you.
In the chat, write the title, okay? Okay. So let's clear up the myths. I mean, we all had our own skepticism or questions or about what this business is. I had them too. So we're gonna kind of we each have our own little topics, and we're gonna talk about basically why they're not this. So Jess, you're talking about I don't have money to become a coach, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So take a moment to just think about the things that you spend money on right now. So do they improve your health? Do they improve your happiness? Or do they create an income for you? And what does your vision look like for what you want to be able to provide for yourself or maybe for your family? Because I know myself, something that I spent money on was I went to Starbucks daily, every single day. And if every single day wasn't enough, I went twice a day too. So I was spiraling out of control and jacked up on caffeine. And so when I made my investment into my Beachbody business, it was an investment in the health and wellness of me. And instead of having to pay for like a pharmacist like years down the road, I invest in my health and wellness. And becoming a Beachbody coach, you only have to like, okay, so I'm always bringing people to the gym with me. So if you go ahead and bring 3 people to the gym with you, basically your product is free. So Beachbody has gone ahead and it's helped me with the structure, the routine. It's been able to help pay for family trips, my son's jujitsu, travel baseball. And also another big thing is that, being a hairstylist, you only have so many hours in the day to work. So if I don't work, like Alyssa was saying, basically, and she's in sales too, like you don't get paid. So, and then sometimes people with like salaries too, you're capped off. So I kind of like do like a table analogy, because if you have like one job holding up your table, like if like, she was saying that she lost her job. So basically her table was toppling over. So being able to have a couple income streams went ahead and it holds up the table better. So I hope that's not confusing, and that I kind of got off on a tangent on that, but yeah. So it's cheaper than any Costco or Target run.
Target.
$39.95.
Yeah. Yes, you're right about that. I never thought about the table method. You do. You need 2 to keep it going, to keep it stable.
Yeah. 2,
Okay.
3, or 4.
Yeah, exactly. Jackie.
So my table's a little bit different. I'll segue because I love that analogy.
Hmm.
I'm fortunate to have a steady job and that has a good income during this time. But my like self-love and fulfillment table was all types of toppled over because I was always like giving to everybody else. So for me, of course, I love the extra income and I get to go to Target or Amazon and nobody says anything and I buy whatever I want because I can, and have some side money for trips. When we get to go on one, it's going to be big because that fund is really busting at the seams because we couldn't go on any. So my whole story is about like, you don't have to be fit enough. There's this word enough. You are enough. People need your story. And really, I always talk to people like, you would be a great coach. Well, they say, I want to see more results and then I'll coach. Well, what are you waiting for? It's kind of almost that same idea as like waiting on the wait. The happiness, the fulfillment, the self-love, the empowerment does not come when the weight comes off. It comes when you find the power inside of you. And coaching allows you to do that because it levels up your game. And it keeps you accountable. I was talking to my husband at dinner and I'm like, you know what? Without coaching, I still wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be drinking my shakes every day. I wouldn't be taking my Energize. I wouldn't be making crazy videos on social media or showing up at the virtual gym or getting up at 5 a.m. because like I would be bored, right? And this is the longest I've ever done something. And it's not going to end because like I have a belief in its power to change your life. And I'm a freak about it. And so this idea of not fit enough goes away when you start to trust and believe in yourself. And the only way you're going to do that is to because then you're like, I can do this. And then it starts to happen. You guys, my transformation is what I thought I always wanted. I thought I always wanted to lose weight. You know, you ask somebody what their goal is, they say 20 pounds, 10 pounds. But what they really don't understand is like all of the empowerment that they learn allows them to release that weight and keep it off in a way that has never happened before. So the idea, not fit enough, is your limiting belief. It could be not anything enough, you know, I'm not skinny enough, or I don't have big enough muscles, or whatever the case may be, or I am like too shy or too nervous or too whatever. Those are your limiting beliefs holding you back. And once you bust through those, oh, watch out, world, because you're coming to get it. And so I am so excited to watch you guys evolve into beautiful beings you already are. So just remember, whatever you take from this, out how you are right now is enough. And people need your story because they're going to relate to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I had the whole I'm not smart enough. That was my limiting belief. Well, I powered through that one real fast. And it actually took time to get through it, but I'm glad I didn't give up. Okay. I'm not a salesperson. Alyssa.
I want to talk just really quick about perception, okay? A couple of slides ago, Maggie showed a picture of my super Instagram worthy family, okay? With like my cute little son and my dog and the whole thing. Can I just give you a quick insight? It was like 10,000 degrees that day. I decided it would be a fabulous idea to wear sticky boobs, okay? And listen, I never had boobs and I really don't have them now after my kid. And so it was 1,000 degrees outside and they started slipping off of me, okay? So bad, but this is a true story. So I just want to, on Instagram and even on that picture, there's some girls on the call who know me and some girls who don't know me, and it looks like really pretty and really great, right? But it's not always a reality. And I think when it comes to sales, I think that's a career that often gets misconstrued because we all, show of hands, if you have had a bad sale experience. I want to see them. Show your hand. Raise your hand if you have had a terrible, yucky sales experience. Poor like car sales people, they get the worst, like they're always the worst example, but that's what many people like think of right away. We've all have been approached the wrong way. We've been bugged the wrong way. And truth be told, show of hands for those who went to school to learn the skill on how to sell. Like how to sell. I can't really see hands, but I'm assuming and I'm praying to God that this sticks, that I don't really see that many hands because that's the point. Okay. Now, how many of you went to school and took classes on how to work out and like you're a nutritionist or you are a trainer?
Jess.
Yes. Well, thank God for you. Okay. But the margins are small on this one. Okay. You're still driving home my point. Not many of us. And so when it comes to sales, there's another huge misperception. It's a learned skill, just like working out. All of you ladies that are logging on, girls who have already achieved some of their fitness goals, the parallel is almost the exact same. It's a learned skill. And really not that hard. I think in like teachers on here, don't kill me, but like, thank you, Industrial Revolution. Like we're not set up to, except for maybe Jackie. Jackie is saving us one student at a time with your business class. But I think that we're not set up to learn this skill. And the earnings in sales, you guys, is top. Okay. There are salespeople out there who earn more money yearly than surgeons. Okay. And it's, promise you, my God, it is way easier than being a surgeon. Okay. Sales is just a formula. And so the really cool thing about this team, obviously with Beachbody, but with Maggie specifically, is we teach you how to do that stuff, right? There's a checklist every single day. Do these things equal success, right? We teach you how to be confident. We teach you how to not make it yucky. And we teach you how to just be yourself, but it's a learned skill. And so if you think you wouldn't be good at it, I challenge you and I ask you to think, did you think that you could do push-ups or crunches, or did you think you could lose the weight? Because you've already started doing that. So I promise you, it's another tool for your life, for your toolkit. Does that make sense? I don't really know if that makes sense what I'm trying to say, but it's a learned skill, and you can be good at absolutely anything you put your mind to. You've come this far.
I love that. That was awesome, Liz. Anne, are you talking about time? Because you have none.
Yeah, I am talking about not having the time for coaching, to make a coaching business successful. So I will try and make it a little quicker. So I know what everyone's thinking. I am so busy. How could I possibly add anything else to my plate? And it does sound counterproductive, right? And I thought the same things as well as everybody else that's on this call and coaching. Because we all have very, very busy schedules, especially with kids or, every situation. So when we're talking about a successful coaching business, I just want to kind of bring up one thing is that success means something different for everybody. We all have a different idea of what that means for us, and we all have different reasons as to why we start coaching, different goals to starting this business. Some, for the products. Those are our discount coaches. They might, be referring a couple people. Maybe bring in some extra money for your kids, for their activities or a second stream of income. Or there are a lot of people would love to leave their 9 to 5 and do this full time, and who have actually. But one way or the other, everybody starts someplace. And just like when you're trying to add on a brand new habit or get rid of a bad habit, it all takes time and it doesn't happen overnight. But our goals and priorities also change with us as well. So being a coach means working on yourself first and foremost, working out, eating healthy, focusing on your mindset. It's all part of our job. But if you take everything and try and do everything all at once, you're going to overload yourself, right? So you start by adding one habit at a time and building from there. And the same thing happens when you're building a successful coaching business. So the next thing, priorities. We tend to make time for the things that we consider to be a priority or something that means, and sometimes that means putting our own dreams aside.
Uh-oh. And
Meeting with friends, getting our nails or our hair done, and because those are the things that are important to us and bring us joy. Plus, as moms, we tend to put our own dreams aside and do everything for our kids first. And our schedules, because of that, are so busy and they're consistently changing. Coaching is something that we build into because it feels good to connect with other like-minded women. It feels good to help others. And again, it's something that brings us joy, and we make that the things that bring us joy a priority in our lives. So in terms of making time for coaching, I listened to this amazing training a couple years ago, and it was about how everybody has 1,400 minutes in every single day. And that is something that's gifted to us, and every single minute counts. So to get started on a coaching business, we're recommending about 5 hours a week, and that's broken down 60 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And you can break it down from
oh no.
I swear this is all that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, so we 1,400 minutes a day. So if you break it down, 60 minutes doesn't sound like a large dent in there. And the coaches on our team, they divide that up and work into pockets of the day to start, like 10 minutes here, 30 minutes there. You can clear a full hour, you have a power hour. And eventually you start getting into this habit and doing those daily vital activities, feeling easier to fit in and create the time rather than finding the time. So yes, you can make time to make a successful coaching business.
Absolutely, I agree. And I'm next. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to address the elephant in the room about pyramid schemes because whatever. Okay, so is this a pyramid scheme? So when I joined Beachbody, I didn't know that this was network marketing. But as you can see here, this is the Beachbody structure versus like a corporate structure. So the left is Beachbody. It's a creation of a team. And the business owner and then the associates is on the right. And we have like the office manager. Do you see? Well, like, okay, I guess it's not on there. But office manager is typically never going to make more than the CEO. Like there's a hierarchy in the traditional business model. So unless you go back to school or you work crazy hours, you will never have an income that will have no ceiling and become pretty stagnant. And you can work hard overtime, but you still have like that salary cap wherever you are at in corporate America. Even as a teacher, you have a salary cap. When I was in the classroom, I was that teacher that would stay late. I would go in early. My mom would make jokes that I would go in them with the custodians that opened the building, and then I'd leave with them at night when they would close up the building. I would be the one creating the lesson plans, and the teacher next door was seasoned and didn't do much, but got paid more than me. If I didn't have that passion for my students and love teaching, I would have lived in the bitter barn. But let's go to the Beachbody model. So you have an income opportunity with no ceiling. And basically you work harder, you make more money. That won't typically happen in the traditional business model unless you go back to school. So here's the person at the top making $100,000 per year. I just threw that number out. These are arbitrary numbers, so stick with me. The person at the bottom is making $1 million. People at the top will always make more. That's not how the binary system works. So that's how the Beachbody structure is. It's binary. The person on the bottom can outwork the one at the top any day. I surpassed my former mentor, her rank and her salary, and she signed up 5 years before me and was way above me in the organization, but I surpassed that. It all depends on your work ethic. So therefore, I built a business that is strength within my efforts. The person at the top is how they are graphically placed in the binary system. And I know this may sound completely boring, but this is how it is. So it's not always true, like the person on top makes the most money, and that is what a pyramid scheme is, and that's not what Beachbody is. And that's why I love this business, because your income will always grow, always. Okay, Alicia.
Max,
Yeah.
can I say something really quick? This was like the whole pyramid scheme thing is like the number one reason why I think I was so hesitant to ever coach, because I'm like, what a bunch of like caca. Okay. However, we say caca to my son. Okay. But as someone who works as a full-time, like outside sales rep, like I have a territory and I have a quota and I have a number to hit, there is almost no difference between the cap. Because I like Beachbody, I don't have someone telling me what to do, and my cap is like endless, to my like actual job. Because anytime I sell something, my manager gets a cut of it, like every single time.
Yeah.
And what do? They mentored me. They maybe helped me on it. They taught me a lot of things. It's like the parallels are the same. And it was a humbling experience when I realized and learned that, because if there was ever a place to sell or social sell or to learn a new skill set, it is this year, because everyone is at home. So it's almost like, yeah, maybe in 1990, the pyramid scheme was a scam. It is no longer a scam. Industry is the real world, and that's my spiel. I just had to say that because it was like my biggest hang up. And like I said, I sell for a living, and it is pretty much the exact same, but I have way more freedom with this business. So I'll shut up now. Typical salesperson talking too damn much.
The 90s, I was like, more like the 70s. Like that was my like.
Yeah, still whatever, but not now, right? You know what I mean?
No, God, no. And they're legal. So anyways, okay, so let's talk about coach collaboration. Let's get into the fun stuff. How we work together better versus harder.
Okay, so I got the first two topics, got the second. I'm going to talk about the team pages and how you absolutely are not in this alone. So this is a business that you are doing for yourself, but you're never by yourself. We work together as a team, and so you don't have to recreate the wheel. We have a team page, and it's we share a calendar, so we all follow that. So that we are on calls together, we do trainings together, we run power hours together. There's a lot of resources in terms of meal planning, different ideas that we're doing for like a monthly challenge group, all of this that we are doing together, as a team. So we actually have a page that goes through all of this information.
Did we lose her?
Okay, thankfully this is my last topic. Running monthly accountability groups. And so we do this together as well. We have a couple Facebook groups that are led by all of the coaches are in here, and we bring all of our clients here, and we are all in here. We're posting together. We are cheering each other on. We are providing content, and we're doing this as a team. We have different groups just because clients are at different points in their journey. So we have people that are all in, but other people that may want to kind of do it on their own, and that's okay. But we also, with Beachbody, have an app, and we've been doing more groups in here just more recently. And it's something that we post for challenge, post for fitness, for motivation, and we just work together in sharing our journey. So that's one of the fun things about coaching, is actually seeing your clients get in there, seeing them post. They're motivating us just as well as much as we are motivating them to keep going, and seeing there is the best part of it.
All right, and I have energies are contagious. So you want to be mindful who you surround yourself with. And teamwork makes the dream work. And this team is a whole lot of fun, which makes work just that much funner. So, and then there's events, and this thing called Super Weekend, which has trainings and like a lot of fun stuff, celebrity trainers, all this cool stuff. And then Summit as well too, which is fun because you can go on trips with your friends. And I like doing things like that. And also what's cool is that Beachbody shows recognition to people who work hard for retreats and trips. So you can earn retreats and trips.
I love about it. They reward you for every little thing you do. And you could fit this in your life. Anyway.
All right, guys. So here's the story. You know, you think like you don't have a story to tell. And again, that's one of your limiting beliefs, because you do. And what I found is, in sharing your actual truth, it heals your own soul. And there are people out there that need that message. So whatever you do, whatever your hobbies, your roles, your job, this can fit into your life. This is not something that extra. This is something that is going to make your life great and help you live it on purpose. So use that. Like, I am not any of these other coaches, and these other coaches are not me. And that is what's so beautiful, because there are people out there that need each one of us, and you too, to link up with, create this movement of empowerment. So when telling your story, talk about the stuff that's important to you. As if you're standing in the line at Starbucks, tell me about your dog. You know, like, that's the thing. And I teach marketing, social media, all this stuff. Like, we need to just take a step back and realize, like, the perfect is in the imperfection, and people want you. And when you show up for other people, it actually inspires you. So use these things to your advantage, you know? And I know it's been like a lot of information and overwhelming. Share your story. That's really all you need to do. And lean in. We got it all set up for you. And make the money to reach your goals, whatever that is. Mine's a big fancy vacation. You will see pictures when that happens. That's my first goal. So
Yeah.
whatever it is, do it. Okay?
Yeah, Mike and I are already planning something like to get the hell out of Chicago. He's right here. All right, Alyssa.
So there is no hiding behind the social media aspect of this. Most of you are on this call because you have watched us and our stories, or many of us know Maggie. We watched Maggie's stories for a really long time. And, you know, going back to the sales part, that's what great sales is really good stories and sharing. because people are nosy and people like a good story. They like a good follow up, and they like to follow along like through your day. And it may seem crazy, like who in the world cares what I'm doing? You know, you add a lot of value and sometimes a distraction and a positive light and a positive distraction on social media. And so they're a big deal. And the key to that, you guys, is just to be yourself. You know, kind of like what Jackie was saying, like, I can't be Jackie, I can't be Maggie, I can't be Jess. Like, I can't be Ann, like I can only be Alyssa. And so there's an audience that's meant for me, and there's an audience that's meant for Mags and Jackie and so forth, right? Like maybe the group of girls or guys, I suppose, who watch in my window pane right here, I can like only see Maggie and Jackie. So I'm not picking on you, you two and no one else, but I can only see your faces. But they're going to be attracted to their story, right? They're going to relate to Maggie. Maybe they have 2 kids, or they're going to relate to Jackie because they're a teacher too, or they're going to relate to me because they like champagne and chocolate chip cookies, you know, whatever that is. So just be yourself, and you know, when you show up as your most authentic, that is genuine. That's the genuine approach. And that's what takes all the stereotypes. That's what takes the yucky sales feeling. It goes away, and people want to see your real life. And even though, like I said, my photo earlier looked really Instagram worthy, but I told you it was about 1,000 degrees. I got sticky boobs hanging out. My dog was drooling everywhere, right? It was not really that glamorous. So if you can speak to that and be real, people will really, you know, you attract that, and you're able to help and serve people on their own health and wellness journey. And it starts with being consistent on social media. So my tip for you to take away is just to, well, 2 tips. 1, commit to a couple, right? Maybe I'll post once a day, but I'll post 3 stories a day, and start off that way. Do what you can so you get comfortable. That's my first tip. And my second tip is like someone, I have a full-time job. It sometimes is a huge gap in my stories throughout the day. So to try to minimize that, I post in the morning, and I save stuff like my little like tokens, and I post it later. Like, who cares? No one knows. Maybe I'm going pee and I decide I'm going to post it then, but it happened, you know, hours before. And so there's ways that you can kind of cheat, so it feels like you're really showing up and you're being consistent. But again, tools that you'll learn, that we will teach you so you can be successful. But just like with working out and getting results in the gym with your weight and with your muscle gains or whatever, consistency is key.
Totally. And I'm sure we've all potty posted, right? I mean, come on. This is 2021. All right. So speaking of social media, you guys are going, if you are obviously going to learn all of this. And what we do is we post everything that relates to us. And if you are on social media already, if you're posting, consuming, doing stories, posting stories, I always say, hello, why are you not monetizing on this? Like, I remember Alyssa would post all this stuff. I'd be like, why are you not coaching? Like, she just needed that little nudge. And here she is leading this call. I mean, who knew? You can build a brand and a business and a bank account by being on social media with our mentorship and our training. Instead of posting random things just to post or wasting your time scrolling, imagine if you put a little more effort into posting and building your following and inspiring, and what it would really blow up your like selves financially. It's not hard. I mean, it takes a little patience, but it's not hard. If you're going to share what you're doing, I would say share your workouts. You're going to share your eating, what you're drinking, what you're reading, and what you're doing with your family. And that is what builds what we call social trust, and builds a following of lifers that love you. And little did you know that this is going to help people live their best lives too, because people are going to see you doing all this stuff, doing your workouts, working out at 5 a.m. with a whole bunch of women during, Zoom, maybe making your superfood shake, making new recipes, and they're going to be very inspired by you. You are going to bring them happiness, a distraction. You are going to be the reason that they fill in the blank. Who knows? Wake up the next day, get them to work out. And they're going to say, girl, you look amazing and I'm so inspired by you. Can you help me too? That's how it works. It is incredible. And that's basically how, and you may not know how to post, how to share, but that's where, as mentors, that's where we come in and we share. And these are supposed to be animated, but they're not working right now. So that's the whole thing about social media. Ladies, we have you. We have the tools. We have the training. You're not alone. You're not thrown to the wolves saying, have fun. Hell no. So let's talk about Coach Perks. Okay. I love talking money. Let's talk about how you can earn an income and what it costs and all the details about the rewards and the recognition that this business provides for us. It doesn't take money to make money. It takes courage. And you have to believe in yourself. You will only get out of this what you put into it. And at first, you may not have that belief. You may not, because it took a while. And that's where we talk about personal development a lot. But you know what? Do me a favor and borrow that belief from us because we believe in you. Okay? And because for a while, I didn't believe in myself, but you know who did? My team at the time, my mentor at the time. They brought me that belief, and it really taught me about me. So if you work hard and you learn and you grow, then you are going to have success in this business. It's entirely up to you. This is when most women who are on this webinar, they stop. They're like, I'm out. I don't want to do this. Too much hard work. That's great. Because you know what? We don't want to work with people like that on our team. We want the women who see the vision. Heck yeah, I am up for the challenge. Sign me up. I know I can do this. And you are willing to go above and beyond, because what will happen is you're going to blow your income out of the water. And like for me, I know, like I walk in the room and I know I'm the hardest worker in the room. And that's how I was working as a teacher. I was always creating new activities and lesson plans. And the teacher next door to me was making copies, from 1984. She was there longer. And they were out of date, but I was still showing up, still, killing it as a teacher. And it was so unfair, and that I worked so hard and went above and beyond and always creating these things, wasn't getting compensated for it. So when I heard that I was going to compensate on all the hard work that I was not only doing for others, but doing for myself, I was like, sign me up. Oh yeah. So you get a discount, 25% off everything. When you are in your account, you see shop, you get 25% off. You get 25% to 45% commissions. So you share your workouts, the products they buy from you, you earn commission, anything they buy from you. And it's continued each month, and it will compound. I do have a video that I created about that. So if you want to know more information, I will send you that link. You will also earn subscription commission from BOD members, and it will renew every year. You will also get it quarterly and annually. And then team cycle bonuses. So when you help 2 or more coaches, you're mentoring, you're going to start to grow a team, and it's not hard to do. We also help you earn a rank and earn what we call a team cycle bonus. You get bonuses by helping them do what you are doing to grow your business. And this is what we call residual income. Residual income is what basically, it's great for those weeks that you go on vacation and you come home and you still get a paycheck. That's what, I love it. Like, I could be sick and I still get a paycheck. I could be sleeping and I'm still making money. That's how team cycle bonuses work. Again, we have more videos about that if you want more information. Incentive trips. So if you help 3 to 5 people each month with workouts and Shakeology or the performance line, every month for a year, you earn a trip. Boom. Punta Cana is in the works for next year. So we're all going, right? I'm going to Punta Cana. I don't know about you, but I'm going. I want to help people, and I want to take my family on a vacation that Beachbody is giving me. Gifts and rewards. So Beachbody and your team, we're always rewarding people, our coaches, from swag. Beachbody will give you live workouts with super trainers, to events, to trips, to jackets, to Tiffany necklaces, bags, books. I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of recognition that I earn, or got as like rewards from Beachbody or from my team. So for the trips, I've been on many that I earned. I can't, like 7 or 8 in the past 5 years. We were supposed to go on a lot this year, but they obviously were canceled. And when we're in person, good night, bud. When we're in person, we have fun. I actually hosted my very first annual leadership retreat. That's the one in the middle. We were supposed to go to Destin, Florida, but obviously COVID decided to change it for us, and we shifted and we pivoted and we went to Galena, Wisconsin. It was perfect. It was perfect. We had a blast. But these are some of the other events that we've all attended, and it's really neat. Like it's indescribable. Like, see that picture of the pool? Like, I remember looking at Mike and I'm like, it's like going on a trip with your best friends. You know how you're like out with your friends and you're like, oh my God, let's do a trip. You do a trip and you talk about it, you never do it. Well, Beachbody does it for you. They plan it and you go on a trip with your friends. Like Sam and Joe were in this pic, like right now. Like it just is an amazing opportunity and experience. And Mike and I are already in the works of talking about our retreat for 2021 for our team. And we are going balls to the walls. So it's going to be huge. Okay, let's talk about income progressions. And I know we're all over an hour, so please be patient with me, ladies. Okay, so yes, this business opportunity can help you earn an income by getting into shape, inspiring others through your journey, and helping them change their lives too. But I can't guarantee you any level of income or success because that's entirely up to you. I do want to show you what is possible if you believe and you hustle. And by the way, you will get all the resources and training and mentoring to do this. After starting my journey, I was able to continue to stay at home with my kids, all right, pay off Mike's car, his student loan. I took my family to like a Disney cruise. We went to Disney World, various trips after that, which was never this would have never happened if I decided to stay at home. I have replaced my 10-year teaching income this year, and I project to double it this year. My husband was laid off because of COVID in March, and I was basically keeping our family financially stable with my coaching opportunity. And I don't want you to think that this isn't real, because it is. This is real. But I want to tell you also that most come into this thinking it's overnight success story, which it's not. This is not a get rich quick scheme. And as you can see with the progression of my years of coaching, this is not what it is. So yeah, it took me a few years to double my teaching salary, but a few years of hustle has now given me my family freedom. Like I worked 10 years as a teacher and I made that salary within 4 years of coaching. So do the math. It kind of like, I worked hard, but I also was a hardworking teacher too. But for me, I think this is fun. This is more fulfilling. Not that teaching isn't, that's not what I'm saying, but in my life right now, this is what drives me. So I really encourage you all to look at the big picture and ask yourself, what are you willing to do in the next few years to make this happen? Do you have this opportunity for income growth in your current position, wherever you're at? Or what are you currently doing in your life? Do you have the desire to change your life and finances while helping others change theirs too? So you literally have nothing to lose except weight, doubt, fear, like Jackie said, and Alyssa, limiting beliefs. So you have chains holding you in your spot that you're in now. So why not go for it and create your own success story? Because it's going to change you. It's as simple as focusing on you, your mental and physical journey, sharing on social media as you go into an online influencer, and helping others do the same thing. So let's talk about what it costs to basically run your business. So you enroll with a challenge pack, with most of you already did. Your monthly business fee is $15.95. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I must have skipped a slide. You stay active with Shakeology or Performance Line. This is US dollars, so varies based on tax in the state you live in, but this is what I pay. So I pay $116 a month to run a successful business. It's a drop in the bucket. It's my workouts, it's my gym membership, and it's my 30 meals. Boom. You get so much for only $116. What a blessing. What a gift that we have here. Also covers all, we're not distributors. Beachbody takes care of that. They take care of your online office, the marketing, they do all that, all the shipping, the billing, the processing, the customer, coach support, the tech support. You get your own website, everything Beachbody takes care of. So why we think you can do this is, first of all, you're here. You made that first step and you're still on the webinar. Good, good. That means you're a good fit for our team. Because of we can do it, so can you. I mean, you've heard that over and over again, but it's true. And if for one moment during this webinar, you said to yourself that you can't do what we do, that is a voice in your head that has been programmed to tell you this since you were young. Did you know that? Our brains have been listening to that self-limiting beliefs all of our lives, and now they believe it. It's a muscle. And it's just protecting you, and the BS excuses you've been telling yourself forever. And this business and this team is going to teach you how to break through those voices and rise above any obstacles that you have in your life, because you deserve a lot more. Honestly, ladies, like, we would love to, this is like, honestly, I had no idea that this was my life. It's crazy. I get to connect with beautiful women, humans, every single day. I get to talk about their lives. I get to go into their lives. They get to come into my lives, and we get to change our lives together and help other people do the same. So, all right, I'm going to close this call, and I hope that you join us, because we have a spot open for the girl who has tried over and over again to transform mentally and emotionally, but has not been able to accomplish her goals alone. We have a spot open for the girl who is embarrassed about what her friends and family think because she feels inadequate, or the girl who is scared AF to invest in her own transformation, the girl who has made excuses about her circumstances and wondering if she'll ever be good enough, worth it, smart enough, who knows? Better yet, the girl who says, I won't be successful at this. The girl who wants her transformation first, then to pay it forward to help others later. Put all these lies aside, ladies, because we believe in you, and we're going to help you believe in you too. Like I said, you can borrow our belief because we have it and we want to give it to you. So are you that girl? Because if so, we would like to offer you a spot on our team. One thing I do want to end on real quick is that, think about fear. Fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. And we miss 100% of the shots that we don't take. If I never took this shot, we would be screwed. We would be screwed. I walked into that fear and I owned it, but it took a while. Instead of what if I don't, how about we say, what if I do? What if you get into the best shape of your life? Or what if you take that dream vacation? You get to go part-time, leave your career, stay at home with your kids. Or what if you quit your full-time job, like many of the coaches, to build a business from home? What if? What if you soar? I am a believer that things happen for a reason, and there aren't any accidents. This is your opportunity. This is your time. This is your chance, but it's up to you to get the hint and answer that call. So if you're ready to hustle with heart, please comment in the chat box with I'm in now. All right, ladies. So any questions? You can unmute yourself or you can type it in. Yay! 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 Ah! Look at all these I'm ins. I'm coming out. That's what you're gonna sing. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. I'm coming out. Oh, I love you, ladies. Okay. So really though, are there any questions? Because we can take time for any questions you have. Anything? I said I'm an open book. We're an open book. Okay. I want to let you know, ladies, that this is recorded. So if you want the recording, just ask the person that invited you. She'll have the link. And again, I want to thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for joining. I want to thank Anne and Jess and Jackie and Alyssa for running this with me. You ladies rocked it. And I really hope to see you, all of you, on our team real soon. All right, ladies, have a great night. Mwah.